Hi everyone, welcome back. I have some two pretty ladies, which you already know, and I know a lot of you here found me through their channels. Maya and Shay, I'm happy to be with them today. It's like we should make this regular.
Yeah.
And since some of you are also liking our vibes together, so yeah, we could have like a few episodes together. That would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I'm not gonna welcome them because you already know them. Maya, Life in the Philippines, and Shay, Life with Shay in their channel. For those who are new or who have not yet discovered them. So yeah. So today is we're going to talk something about inner self because we have done the inner child healing 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It was so good of you ladies to be able to be vulnerable, and especially if you have seen Shay's moving moving clip about it. It was really well done, the way you put the emotions in your video. I really, really love that. And I know some of you, actually, some of them got back to me and they told me how moved they were about the video, and also how amazing it is for the two of you to be vulnerable in front of the camera. Like, I didn't expect that you're gonna post that because it is your vulnerability. You're being sensitive, and I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for letting me and for trusting the process. So today is kind of like a follow-up of the session that we had. Just wanna ask about a few questions on about inner self. How is your inner child? Let's start with you, Shay.
Okay. Okay, how's my inner child? I think it's okay. There's like highs and lows, I believe. But like we talked about earlier today at the salon where we did
the nails.
self-care.
Self-care.
Yeah. I think I've come into terms with the people who have hurt me before. Like you said, I have not really thought of it that I had some resentments, but maybe I did. But yes, I've come into terms that people who have hurt me before actually dealt the situation in the only way they knew. So I'm not holding that against them because it's the only way they knew how to handle the situation. And yeah, right now I'm really just focusing the present, taking care of the adult Shay.
That's so cool. Sorry. That's so cool. I was talking to myself without the microphone. Yeah, I need to get used to it. Thank you, Shay. What about you, Maya?
Well, my inner child is safely here.
Aw.
I actually felt that day that I was actually feel like holding my child self and tucking her in here in my heart and making sure that inner child, that child is not in the past anymore. That I already forgive the people that have raised me. Maybe when they said something that hurt me, I already forgive them. Like what Shay said, that the people that hurt me before, they just deal me the way they know how to deal that time. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy, and I feel like my inner child is here with me, and I made sure that I'm not gonna let my past hold me back, because mostly sometimes when I make decisions, I feel like there's this something that is holding me back because of the past trauma, past aggression that I have been through. Yeah.
I love that both of you are able to really dealt with your past and being more aware and being more conscious about it, because it's actually something that a lot of us are carrying, and unconsciously something that could drag us down or affect the present behavior, the present moment, the whole present, so I love that you mentioned that. So any self love activity that you have done after the session, that is something like that could make into or in the line of into a line of a better version of you. Is there any specific self love that you have not done before, then you're doing it now? Let's start with you, Shay.
All right, before answering the question, I would just like to say for the record, I'd like to thank Leah because, you know, that session we had, again, as I said to you before, I was skeptical about it. Not everybody believes it, but I was skeptical before the journey, before the session, but I was like believing everything of it after the session. So I couldn't really believe myself that I was actually there, being able to be there and, you know, reminisce the past and actually be vulnerable in front of you and in front of the other people and actually healed, somehow healed the past. So thank you. Thanks to you.
You have to thank yourself because you're the one doing the process, and it was not easy. It's not easy to be able to be vulnerable, to open up yourself like an onion to someone, you know. So appreciate yourself for that. It was a big thing to do it, because a lot of people can come to me, but if they are not like onions, they don't want to peel themselves out. It's different. It's not gonna be like that process, you know. So thank you to yourself, big time.
And I'm sorry, I forgot.
And the question was self-love activity that you have done ever since that session. Any specific thing that you have done to align yourself to a better version of you?
Okay. Not necessarily a better version of me, but something I did this weekend as our assignment.
I gave them an assignment.
It's really nothing out of ordinary, but you know, growing up, I had very little. So I can still remember that I was bullied by wearing the same pants or the same jeans like almost every day. So this weekend, last weekend, I actually went out and bought myself a pair of outfits.
Wow!
So somehow it is therapeutic because it's something I lacked when I was a child, when I was very little. And again, being bullied about having, you know, the lack of clothing, it was it was like I promised myself that, you know, when I get a job or when I have extra, I would always you know, pamper myself in that sense. But I don't, of course, splurge. Maybe I splurge once in a month or twice in a month, but never in a whim. But yeah, that's one of the ways that I actually do to, like, kind of like, you know, make my inner child, hey, you have a new pair of clothing now, so be happy.
You deserve it. I love it. Actually, you're just mentioning that it's not really a big thing. It's a common thing, but it is really a big thing, Shay, because that is something like you are trying to take out the lack mindset, the scarcity mindset. Did I say it properly? Scarcity or scarcity? Scarcity mindset. That is a big thing, you know, because there's a lot of us, actually, including me before in the past, that, okay, I'm not going to buy that because I don't feel that I deserve it. And when you unlock that kind of, oh, I deserve it, it's actually going to unlock a lot of other good qualities in you. So I salute you for that. Good job.
And also, you know, growing up with very little, like you said earlier, every penny you have, every peso you have, you kind of like save it, you know, for something that's really important. And now that we're not rich, we're probably just have a little extra, we're kind of like, you know, patting our inner child and say something like, hey, this is something you lacked from before, you can have this now.
That's so amazing. What about you?
Yeah, I want to add with that. Growing up, I was struggling with, you know, treating myself, like buying something for myself. I feel like I don't deserve it. Like, why would I buy that to myself? Like, I don't deserve it. I always have this negative self-talk that I don't deserve to buy things, nice things for myself, but it's okay to buy nice things for other people.
Yeah.
Yes, that's something that I need to overcome. So for me, after the session, the things that I do to show some love to myself is limiting the negative self-talk, and
Love it.
yeah, that's the one thing, and just accept who I am and what I deserve. If I want something, I won't second guess and just buy it because I deserve it. Or if I feel lazy, I don't criticize myself for being lazy. I just be lazy,
Yeah.
So that's something that I practice to show myself that it's okay. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be the real you, not by what other people expects you to be.
Love it. Love the answers. If given a chance, you ladies, if given a chance to do or to choose something fun and earn from it, like anything silly, what would it be? If there is something, something fun, anything silly and fun, but yet you're earning from it.
For me,
Ay, okay.
I'm actually already doing it now. I'm doing my passion, creating videos, because it's always been my
That's
passion
good.
since I was very young, and at the same time enjoying it and earning money from it.
Yeah.
So,
That's so
I
cool.
don't think of anything else.
Okay, what about you?
I think I'm doing the same. Yeah, because I actually wanted to start a YouTube channel before I met my husband. Like, I bought a nice laptop because I like editing videos. So that's my ultimate plan. While I was doing my kimchi business, I also want to do YouTube, but a day in my life videos. But I think it's the, what do you call this? The law of attraction. So what you want, you will attract. So I attract Gio at that time, who is a
so cool.
YouTuber. So he taught me a lot of things on how to upload videos and how to make contents and how to attract viewers. So
That's so cool.
yeah, so I've been doing the thing that I really want to do, and I'm enjoying it.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah, I love that you are also mentioning about the law of attraction, because that's something that we're gonna have the next session. In our next session, we're gonna have kind of like a future timeline shift, and we're gonna do some kind of law of attraction and manifestation techniques. So actually, guys, I am doing private retreats, and it's what's I'm doing for the past months. But because there's like a bunch of them now, so I'm holding off to the private ones, like those who are couples or one by one they come, and I lead them into something. So it's different per theme. So the one that I had with them was inner child healing, and there's also another one which is the law of attraction or manifestation techniques, and there's also past life regression. But if you're gonna have like a 3 days or 2 days retreat, that's where I'm gonna put everything. So watch out for that, because I'm planning a big retreat at the end of the year. I don't know yet where is the venue, but it will be somewhere really with nature, probably Siargao, or I don't know. Siargao or Palawan. I did already in Palawan a 3 days retreat there. It was also very good. We were in a jungle resort, so definitely there will be a place which is full of nature, and yeah, it's something that would raise your vibe, or something that could really let you manifest after a few days of retreat with me. So yeah, something to watch out for. So let's go back to the question. So my last question, what's the best advice you can give to people who hate themselves, especially women, because that is something that is really painful to, because I've been to even me before. I really don't love myself, and I was really really hard on myself. I was having this issue of myself where I don't really appreciate myself. It was a journey to be able to be in this state now, and these ladies I'm really really proud to meet them, because I can see that you are already doing, the self-love, and something that I really salute when I see that in a woman. And so what tip or advice can you give, especially for those who are just starting to see themselves, who appreciate themselves, or even for those who are not appreciating yourself, guys? Before I'm going to give the mic to them, I would like to discuss a little bit about self-love, because when you really like fall in love with yourself, I know a lot of us are falling in love with other people, falling in love with someone, falling in love with life, falling in love with the passion or the hobby. I can see people who are so in love with their bikes, and you know how much they take care of their bikes more than themselves, some kind of like that. So what about if you also fall in love with yourself and really, really take care of yourself inside and out? Because I can see a scarcity of that. It's not common. And when you are into this, when you are trying to fall in love with yourself, a lot of qualities that will unlock inside of you. And there's a lot of, it's like, I think I have mentioned to you one of your interviews about the love is the base of everything. And this also includes the love for yourself. And a lot of us lack that, including me before. And even now, I'm still trying to be perfect on that, because sometimes I'm like, oh, Leah, you're not doing it. They're also, trying to judge myself. So it's a journey. So what can you share, a tip or advice to people who are just starting, or to people who are not yet falling in love with themselves? What can you say, or what can you share about that? Let's start with you, Maya.
Me? Okay. I was
You can do it.
okay. I think the beginning of my self-love journey is taking care of myself. I think it starts there. So like being mindful about the things that I do, the food that I eat, the people that is around me, of course, because they will also give you positive or negative energy. But okay, let's be real. The first thing that we see in the mirror is our physical look, right? So I think we basically judge ourselves based on our appearance. So I think it starts there, by taking care of your outer appearance.
Yeah.
You don't need to be always in the salon. You just have to like groom yourself, fix your hair, brush your teeth, dress nicely. You don't have to buy the most expensive clothes. As long as you feel like it's comfortable and you feel confident with that clothes that you are wearing, I think it starts there. And then you can start with the inner work, with your how you treat people, because it starts there. If you treat people badly, then they will also treat you badly. So what you give is also what you receive. So for me, that's how I do it.
That sounds so simple, right?
Yeah,
but it's
very
not.
simple.
But it's not.
It's very hard to get up every morning and decide to work out. Do something for yourself, or open that book and read that one page. It's very hard. It takes a lot of will.
But once you start rolling,
Yes.
and becomes a habit,
Yes. It
You'll
becomes
be
a habit.
unstoppable.
yeah, you just really have to start it. So what about you, Shay?
Yeah,
Thank
it's-
you, Maya.
Yeah, that was easier said and than done. But yeah, like you said, once you start the journey, you will never go back.
Yes.
For me, I would say, remember, we always have to remember that self-love is a journey. It's not a destination. The reason being is that once we love ourselves, it's not gonna stop there. There will be days that we're gonna be hating ourselves. So it is
course.
always a journey. It's not a destination. And it's okay to ask help or support along the way. So asking support, asking help is not a bad thing. So remember to just, take this as a journey, and if you need help, just seek for help or support. And always, self-love is not something that we always ingest or we always buy for physical appearance or anything like that. It is also people that we surround with. So self-love, self-care is also the environment and yeah, the environment that we actually allow ourselves in. So I would
Okay.
say to always just surround yourself with people with ambitions or people who actually seek personal growth, because the worst feeling would be to actually feel stagnant in a circle who actually does not want you to grow.
Exactly.
So that's it.
Those are amazing tips. I love it. And I think you have covered it because you've covered the physical and you've covered the inner and the outer as well, the surroundings. Like you've covered for yourself and for your surrounding as well. So I just would like to add up on the when the physical one, because that's where it starts really with myself. And so when most of us don't like ourselves in the mirror, right? But when try to make it a habit to appreciate yourself in the mirror right when you wake up, and if you try to find your best asset, like for example, there must be one part of yourself that you like the most, maybe your eyes or your lips, and maybe focus on that in the morning. Oh, you've got so much beautiful eyes. I love you, Leia. Yeah, I love your eyes, Leia. Focus on one thing that you like about yourself. Make it a habit for 7 days to just appreciate that one part, and then move into the next part for the next week, until you're gonna appreciate all of your body. It's actually surprising because me, I didn't appreciate my nose before, or a part of me, my face before, and after I'm doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, what? I discovered I'm actually beautiful. And the more I put this, that worked for me when it comes to physical. That started years ago in my self-love journey. So started that way. Maybe it will work for you as well. Right? So yeah, a big thank you to both of you for being here in my channel. I really, really love you both. And thank you so much. And I love the pigeons are behind us. Maybe one of you could chase it.
For the vlog.
I'll chase it. I'll make it fly. Wait.
No, you have to feed them.
You need
No, you
feed
have to
them.
feed them.